kills on the troll.
Yeah.
The troll will inevitably get those last.
He's gonna get empowered anyway. Like even if you crush the troll, he's gonna catch up.
Now they definitely need to crush lanes. There's
They have no
doubt
team
about
fight.
it.
Yeah, literally no team.
Banned the monkey the last. Pretty good ban. Would give them some
Actually,
team fight.
I really don't like paiN's lineup. Like they can't kill Roche either.
Yeah, I mean
Their lanes are not that good.
they can't push towers either.
Yeah.
They do have a global silence though.
Yeah, no, it's a really good global silence. That's right.
Yeah, like right now, paiN looks.
So he seems to be playing Mirana then, and they need a Ritsu hero.
I hope
Maybe.
I hope not, but that looks like it. Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe they're closing this up.
So some VGTA.
Who's last pick here?
VG has last pick. They're definitely gonna just counter mid Mirana, and then it's gonna be rough for paiN. I think.
Looking already.
That's what I mean with the
It
draft.
started so well as well. Those
It
first few
did.
picks made a lot of sense.
Yeah, I really
didn't they?
like them, but something happened there.
And Mirana happened.
It's just, it's all
Did
about
did they
the
lead
interface.
them away from what they wanted to do with the Magnus and the Troll picks though? Is that what the Batrider was all about? And they started thinking, okay, we need to figure out how we cope with both of those.
I know that like the thing is at some point, even if the enemy picks something, you need to stick with what you planned. Otherwise, your lineup becomes messy like this.
At least in the theory around it, anyway, right?
Yeah. I mean, look at these four. They have like some synergy, but they can't really take objectives. No Roche. Their team fight is very limited.
They can get the catch, right? Back
Yeah,
to
that's what it is.
silencer.
Okay, so like if this bat could end up in a lane where he
And don't forget they can
farms
still
a
make the
lot.
tinier core
Team pick.
They banned the
and
TA.
and then pick a
It's also so weird that they pick a bad and ban the TA.
support that gives them some push.
Why
Hmm.
would they ban? It has to be just
And because of the
mid hero.
Mirana matchup, yeah. Mirana mid, so they want to ban the
Mirana
TA,
mid,
but Batrider completely destroys
Vici
TA.
Gaming's turn to Lena.
Lina.
That's also Ritsu Mirana.
And they knew that.
Dragon Knight.
Yeah, they knew that was coming.
It owns
Stability.
both Lina and really good with Mag.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Paparazzi Troll, Ori on the DK.
Fight is limited. They
Yeah.
can't hit Roche.
The thing with their team fight though, actually, that like the global is enough for like a long time in this
yeah.
game.
If they can get
Uh,
like the right lasso target global.
Yeah.
But the thing is, even if they play 30 minutes, late game they lose. and
Late
they're
game
gonna
they
have to
do
late
lose,
game.
but it is possible to win with a lineup like this. It's
They need to win early though, don't they?
they need to start snowballing real quick, and they need to like really shut them down. Like,
Objectives are so hard to take though. I'm gonna go with VG. Just looks much easier for them.
yeah, I'm just trying to build up paiN up a little bit,
Yeah,
but
good.
I'm gonna go with VG Gaming.
All right,
Okay,
VG.
all right. Well, we're with the Twitter fans as well because they've gone 71% for Vici, and both of you have gone. Fogged.
Wow,
Clean sweep.
I'm surprised.
5 seconds
71
remaining.
only? 29% is quite a lot.
It's you lasso them, and then you global silence.
And then you arrow on top.
Then you kill them.
They need to smash lanes though, because if it gets to mid game, like Phoenix
Yeah.
versus Batrider is great. Like Phoenix likes the smash Lotus or whatever.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
protect them.
All right, good stuff. Thank you very much for the panel's thoughts and their predictions are in. They think it's Vici Gaming all the way. Let's head to our commentary team for game number 1.
Welcome on everybody to the second best of 3 of the day. We got paiN X taking on Vici Gaming. I'm joined by NA Legend analyst Grant. Now, most of the panel, most of the people out there, they're already sold that Vici Gaming have a strong draft. They do have a strong draft.
They do.
Can you sell me on how paiN X though can be able to pull this off?
Lane. Just win your lanes. Batrider, one of the strongest laners. You've got tons of stuns. You've got the arrow. You've got the Lina. You've got the Tiny. You've got global. For the. I really do think if they like run over these lanes 20, 25 minutes, your first rows, you actually could just go high ground. But would I say they could? It's going to be real tough because they definitely lack in the team fight versus something like a Mag and a Phoenix. It's going to be rough. And Mag plus Troll, right? Hey, here's Empower. You're farming.
Let's go ahead and get into it and see how it unwinds here, but I couldn't agree with you more. paiN definitely have a tough road ahead of them. They got to secure real strong lanes, and then they have high execution. It's a high execution kind of a lineup to kind of make all of those ducks line up in a row. Lassos into arrows. You know, already Lina has a tricky kind of a setup as it is.
Well, I do like the paparazzi already when he went first item wand on troll, not stick, wand.
He's ready for the bat
ready.
matchup.
Yeah, he is ready for this. It's interesting because paiN and Vici have both been playing super hard carries. They're like the TB Morphling PL, like they really don't change. And this game,
30
one has
seconds
troll,
to
which
bat.
we've seen 35 minutes, 6 slotted, lost the game. On the other side, Ritsu Mirana, pretty rare. He's like the hardest of the hard carries in NA, and he's just on this Mirana now, so it's a little bit interesting. They both kind of changed strategies.
I can't help but be a little concerned for that, just based on Ritsu's playstyle. Many people here have already pointed out almost AFK farmer status at times. Mirana, not that kind of profile core. She kind of needs to get her hands dirty in the game to be able to have a big impact. Otherwise, you're just kind of falling off the wayside, and you're never going to be able to outscale the core across the river. So we'll have to see how things do unfold. The lanings are getting assessed here. It is going to be that bat matchup against the troll. He has assistance with the tiny just around the corner who's looking to interrupt that pull. But go ahead.
I do like the Lina late game is not like Omega terrible versus troll. We've been seeing like this third item kind of Agnum's build. That's like 1.1k pure damage, and on a troll who's probably going to have 2.5k or something, that's like half his life pool. It can be decent.
All right, possible courier snipe also incoming in this mid lane. We have a Phoenix docked and nested, ready to go for the snipe. The courier's incoming, but he's TPing out just as it shows up. All right, well.
Little luck there for paiN, obviously. And they might need it all, so.
Here we see our tri-lane split, things getting frisky already towards the bottom. DY trying to posture up his support potential. With a bit of harassment here, top lane obviously also welcoming trades as Phoenix stabbing at Flea a bit. Everybody getting a little frisky at the start of this one.
Yeah, but I know the panel is talking about Troll Warlord. The Whirling Axes are 9-second cooldown, can be extremely good versus Troll, makes it hard for you to dive against him. If you do have that wand under tower, a Troll could just overcommit and all of a sudden, oh, Bat Rider's just dead because, well, you have 17 wand charges.
So what do you think the best kill potential is going to be in one of these lanes?
It's going to be top. It's either Bat Rider's just going to fly over him at level 3 and get a kill, or Bat Rider's going to die into the tower at level 3. That's like how it's feeling. I mean, obviously a random arrow from Ritsu on DY could as well be a pretty easy kill.
The wand yet picked up for Phoenix. He tosses from the outside there, but as you see DY happy to kind of bully back the silencer as much as possible. Ritsu's now going to be forced to CS under the tower, which is never the easiest thing, but, you know.
Especially as Mirana. Like, if you have, like, a Quelling Blade TB or PL, yeah, it's extremely easy to last it under tower, but as a Mirana with no Quelling Blade, yeah, good luck.
Well, this mid lane as well here, 6-3 to 8-4. Lina versus Sir Davian, if you will. He muscles through a salve.
Yep, and well, I think CCNC, he's gonna have to. You're gonna be seeing a lot of mangoes for it. It used to be clarities, but against a DK, you can't really do that. You're just gonna. I think we're gonna see Lina buying a lot of mangoes and just trying to harass him out.
I think it's gonna be a little bit of a lull at the start of this one, so real fight potential is going to be available. Towards that first bounty mark, we'll see paparazzi forcing Flea out from the lane as they are putting a lot of value in getting this pull successful here. Obviously could prove to be a bit of a burden for 40R as he's gonna have to wait on the outside, it looks like.
Bottom.
Leap setup
It's
here.
a DD Bane.
Yeah,
This guy's whopping.
Smacking him down. Arrow's gonna have to stop him in his tracks. Silencer turns around, pops the salve, and look at this. They're gonna turn it right back around. One more right click should do it, and there
he
it
used his health
is.
potion on Bane. Like he used it at the last second. Yeah, there you go. The arrow. He overcommitted. You have Brain 7 to double damage. You're like, this silencer's done, and just a little bit of a overcommitment by DY, the new player on Vici.
Set up there from the silencer to kind of coax him in a bit. Him outside his comfort zone, and that's going to allow Ritsu to kind of get a little bit of a power up in this lane.
Yeah, Laposa, I mean, you playing Silencer versus Bane, I can assure you, no one really wants to play that Silencer in the laning phase. Bane is just one of the biggest bullies. He's like the true non-melee bully
For sure.
of the supports.
Now Silencer's got a little too intel. He's feeling a bit smarter.
Yeah, we'll take it. And he steals it from Bane, who, you know, on 420 mana. Like, it's always good, like, in laning phase. That means he can only do 3 instead of 4 brain saps, stuff like that. It does add up.
For sure. Back to the trades, it looks like, for here. Magnus being that big breadwinner of the lane, regardless of that kill. He's still sporting really nice 21 and 3 CS. Be able to pull it back. Let's see if he goes with the Arcane's Blink route here. Go for the initiator for his team. I mean, are Vici's game plan overall going to be, as we see Flea and a toss back to kind of be able to make it out, and no bashes there, so he does make it out. Vici, is it, you know, 4-man movement, leave the troll to farm up and get him out later, or what do you think?
It might be get early BKB and just 5-on-5 like we saw in the J-Storm game yesterday. I think they could do that, you know, just empower the troll, let him just farm the jungle, farm a lane. It depends how bad they lose or win these lanes. Like, if they steamroll these lanes, he wants to farm more. If they lose, he might have to be involved in the fights.
And we're getting close to the first bounty mark, so how would we assess the lanes are going so far? Would we give bottom a win because of that kill, or is it pretty neutral because of just how the farm is panning out?
I mean, I looked at the early net worth, and it's all three and Dire at the top, but it's only by like 100 gold. I think it's pretty even right now, with maybe Vici winning like 51-49 kind of.
So you got to question if that's a disadvantage for paiN, a lineup that's more dependent on having a successful laning phase. If Vici are able to come out even or even pull ahead, that's got to be great for them.
Oh. The toss away by Flea actually makes the bat misses Flame Break, which might have been a nice kill there. Now Fade's kind of stuck in the middle of nowhere looking for that bounty.
2-2 bounties it looks like.
And you never really, especially in a mid lane like Lina versus DK, you don't want to rotate one of them, because you rotate one of them, all of a sudden your tower with the siege unit is dying.
Bottom, they unleash their full nuke fury. Both supports are going to be going down, but Yang's not done yet. He's looking to chase on forward, and then has to stop there. Shockwave was up in a second, but that would not have got the job done. Certainly with Ritsu having a leap available. But he's going to be forced to step out from the lane and at least tag the shrine. Magnus gets the lane back to himself.
See Laposa, he did die, but not the worst, because it means he can go middle and fill CCNC's bottle. Oh, toss back top.
Go back. Awkward positioning for Paparazzi. Can they try to finish him off? Here comes DY. Should be able to get the sleep onto one, but they both eat the stun. The sleep's going to get trade off just after Flea does commit his stun, but here comes the bird from above. Flies on through and is able to bail out Paparazzi with 5 stacks. He's still going to be fine. It's a good rotation from B.
I mean, he missed. That's his second flame break in a row he's missed, and that's a kill. If he hits that flame break, that's a kill. It not only pushes him back, it adds like 200 damage even at level 1, and I mean, you can't whiff those, especially in an elimination series like that, and that really hurts the lane now, because, I mean, Troll's a lane dominator.
They're costly there. Yang, desperate to make it away. Double leap arrow setup means that Magnus is going to get dropped. It's Laposa who does pick up the last hit, and 2 more intel to his name. Meanwhile, he is stun out on the mid lane. Right clicks, but no heavy trades. It's like you said before, DK is going to just iron head his way through this lane. If CCNC is going to rotate away from the lane with the power of the Laguna, he only risks losing his mid-tier 1 to the power of the Dragon.
CCNC, he has to be careful. He has that haste run. Oh, he is bottling up now. I was like, if he doesn't use that haste run, he just gets stunned. This Phoenix will kill him, and I think he should be able to get away because he's hasted now.
He's going to try to make it out. Brief body block there, but he is long gone. The Speedster turns the corner. There's one more bottle charge. Dishing out the Dragon's Glaive.
I think this top lane is going really bad for paiN. Obviously, they're getting these kills on bottom lane. Mag's still farming, but it's this top lane. Bat should probably be killing this troll at least once or twice. They're going
5
again.
stacks. They're looking to run him down. paiN went for a pull, so he's just too far from the lane. That's a good read, and that was a good ward from Flea. He put that ward down by the bounty, saw that the Bane was away from the lane, and they took that opportunity to strike.
Yep. There you go. You got to get kills in this lane. Batrider, I'll be curious to see if he goes for the blink first, or if we go the drums build that a lot of, I mean, we just don't see troll that often anymore, but I think most trolls have been still doing the drums build.
Imagine so here. 4-2. Next, though, they have the kill advantage. The farm is pretty neutral there with the DK kind of bringing in a lot now. He creeps up top of the net worth. Kind of holds strong.
Yeah, it is. It's extremely even right now. No one's really leaving the lane. We saw the one rotation by, like, Phoenix middle, but that was about it. They just, both teams are fine with these 2-1-2s.
Some levels before they can kind of
Ooh,
have the
Posa
tools.
and Fade in the jungle right here. Oop, this is not bad for Silences. This could be a kill.
He can't Icarus dive away with that last word, right?
Yeah.
He's just going to come right on back just like that. Does go for the quick TP, though, and without a stun. Yeah, he's...
Still feels good. You bully. You know the Phoenix is bully out of lane. Ritsu's fine. He's like, yeah, I'll farm 1v1 versus Mag. Just keep them away from me. Get that Phoenix out.
2 Wraith bands. Content on kind of farming his way through here for now. All right, here we go. We have a rotation coming out. CCNC's first step away from that mid lane to smoke with Laposa. They're going to approach this bottom lane from behind here. No reason Yang should not die here and now.
Yep,
Set it up early with the curse.
And this is almost, that's 3 kills now for the silencer, or not for him, but gets the intellect there and just slowly add up. Mag is a pretty dumb hero. Like, losing intelligence is a pretty big deal in a game like this, for sure.
At that moment, as expected, the second CCNC
middle.
stepped away. Yeah, we see the Elder Form come out, but the Phoenix has returned, looks to dive on in. CCNC could be in a bit of trouble, but Flea does show up, tosses the Dragon back into action here. CCNC almost on the verge of burning on through, but does manage to survive. The sleep prevents Flea from chasing on, and they all make it away. Only the Phoenix to fall there, and that was a gank initiation from Vici.
Yeah, this is like a very mirrored game. Like, they're both okay with the lanes, and all of a sudden, right, 2 supports are in the jungle, they run to each other, and now it was a 3-on-3 gank middle. They're just mirroring each other's movements, and so far, paiN is coming out ahead of them.
Yeah, they need to continue to itch ahead. This was the prerogative kind of set by themselves. They need to get the laning advantage, and they need to snowball.
I mean, Mirana can be a very good carry. We saw in the last series on Alliance that Mirana could put in some work if unchecked. Like, you just don't get stunned once in a team fight, and hey, you team wipe when you're 15k down.
She has the potential. It's just a matter of if Ritsu, as that play style, is able to kind of make it work and happen. Nice deny of the bounty there. Phoenix is not going to let the opponents kind of grab that one. Good sack over, and it turns into a 1 for 2 bounty trade advantage for Vici.
As well as the regen actually for Magnus was big, because now when you're in that offlane Magnus, you always get the bottle, which means Mirana can't really just harass him out of lane anymore since he has that regen. Middle, they're looking for something. No boots on Bane. I know I was telling you before the game, DY is pretty much, he's a position 6, like one of the few still left where he just never has items. Like, actually, like, never has items.
Incredibly selfless.
Yeah, he has no boots. He has 700 gold though. Damn, this guy, he's pretty red.
I'm going to consider holding on to those boots. For now, he's just on watch here from the side of the lane, but CCNC did step away. He's farming some camps. I'm sure it's being communicated. It's been rotated over. They had that ward. May have saw him in crossing.
He has to be careful. He wants to kill that siege unit so bad on CCNC because it has 1 hit left, but he could just get baited into a kill here.
Let's see, more rotations are coming. We have Laposa nearby, and Flea has just stepped in. And now the Moonlight Shadow comes out. Looks like they're going to take the action. Stun toss back could be there, but no, the sleep from DY. Going to stop him.
Done. Like, Banger has just got to get in there. That would have been a guaranteed kill on this top net worth DK as well. So, great job by DY. Right place, right time.
Yep. He's not caught within that stun, so create the space between himself and be a good babysitter to watch from the outside. Opportunity will be avoided. Now to the farm game here. Troll kind of working in the jungle. Ritsu does the same through the bottom lane. Looking at Yang here. 1,000 gold invested towards the Blink Dagger, so he's getting online pretty quick. But that mid-tier one's got to fall, and that's going to help get that Blink Dagger that much faster.
This Troll's just using his ulti off cooldown for the DK. Like, that's it. And Ritsu just bought a 12-minute bottle on Mirana, which means he just wants to one-on-one. Ooh, back right at top.
Grab, pull back for the Phoenix. Follow-up stuns there. The egg's going to be forced out. Level 1 is so low. Oh, pump fakes the ult, which means the egg is going to go off. It gets a good stun onto the Bat Rider. It could follow up with a real RP, but it's not even necessary. With DY rotating in, they're going to be able to finish him off. Wonderful work from Vici Gaming there.
That is the fact you don't have to even use your mag ulti there, and you get the kill on a level 8 Bat Rider. Like, he is pretty farmed. Take him down.
The pump fakes, like, don't touch that egg. Lock him in their spot and force both of them to be stunned and eat all the damage.
And now paiN is in trouble. They lost that tier 1. The DK's just farming middle past the river by himself. Is really nothing they can do. He has 1.8k HP with just Tread, Soul Ring, and Bracer.
While in the meantime, they have Ritsu farming bottom. He didn't even feel confident enough to really add any extra pressure onto the tier 1 in the bottom lane. He's still pretty nervous about this, but rotations towards the top now from Ritsu. So I guess it's going to be paiN looking to make a fight and take the tier 1.
Yeah, pretty standard rotation. 13 minutes, you're like, wait, we got to kill this tier 1. We got to get something going. We got to take over their jungle. We can't just allow a mag troll to farm their own jungle.
They've spotted Phoenix.
Can't soar away with the last word.
Nope. Be a burn down.
TP though.
They're ready this time. Finish them off. That should be the tier 1 going down. Vici kind of take that one on the chin, and we'll take the farm on the other 2 lanes.
I'm really surprised Ritsu actually didn't let Flea get that tower. It would have been his blink right there. I think that's kind of a good tower to give to Flea. You give him a 13-minute support blink. That's not bad.
The Bat Rider went boots first, so he's going to be a little off course. Blink Dagger next, but as long as you have someone to kind of be that blink initiator, the Bat can just run in real quick and then get the lasso, I guess, after the Tiny does initiate. Look at that ward bottom lane, too. They put it just outside that tower. A little bit of that front forward vision.
Yeah, they actually scanned in the jungle behind the tower, and it was green. And then it turned red, and they're like, oh, people are TPing. They just got out immediately, so pretty timely scan.
But then they come right back moments later with a smoke and some friends.
Oh,
so
yeah.
let's see what they can get set up here. That RP is still available. He doesn't have the blink yet, but they're confident to make the fight work without it because they have a blink on DK.
Yeah, this game, not this game, but this fight could just very well be how well the silencer uses the global he just got.
While that's happening, there could be simultaneous breakout at this top lane too. There we see it happen. They're jumping for the Phoenix.
No TP.
Another last word.
Whoa,
TPs
whoa.
and plenties. The Power Rangers suddenly show up. And then they say, never mind Zordon, we don't need to go there.
Yeah, oh, get out. Dude, 3 TPs, and they get canceled, and they know that bottom. This Batrider could go for a kill here.
And they will do so exactly with that
No
stun
sleep.
grab with the lasso pullback. They look to burn down the big Minotaur there if possible. He shoves himself out from the fray, but still gets burned on down, and they're not done yet. Chasing on, looking to go for DY. There it is. Flee with that blink. Steps in, toss back. They torch down 2, so that's Vici Gaming spending 150 gold to intimidate the
die.
top lane,
Yeah.
and then stay bottom and still get caught out from a gank. Very nice for paiN.
And wow, Ritsu as well bottles that bounty run in front of this DK, so all of a sudden, more than a 1k lead for paiN, and their movements have just been so smooth.
They got to keep it going with the lineup they have
do.
right now. Because of that bit of momentum, suddenly the Batrider is that much closer to getting his own Blink Dagger, and then they could just keep on fighting. That Global is also still available for them. If they want to kind of keep things going here, they could.
Yeah, and Global really messes with both Phoenix and Mag. Like, it could be, I'm about to get this sick Blink ulti, and if like he just gets a split-second Global, that just ruins a team fight. Vici will just straight up lose if like Mag blinks in and doesn't get it off.
They'll have some good farm here on Ori. Shoot up a BKB next.
I'm looking, one of the big things here is VK was actually ahead of the Lina, but I look at the hero levels, and now Lina's 2 levels ahead of the DK, and Ritsu's actually the second highest level in the game. Not too bad. They do need they need to get this tier 1 middle, I think. But it doesn't feel like paiN really looking for that tower. They're actually up.
More just kind of looking for some possible fights here and a new approach. This time they're able to get the Icarus dive out, but Lee's got that blink, and they've got the catch. Stun toss back, and it's Ritsu getting the last hit, putting him that much closer and finishing out his Dragon Lance already done.
Farm. He is actually very far middle. Another kill maybe? Global.
Set up, Laguna. It is non-stop. Follow up with the lasso, and that's a troll.
It's a troll. That's even better than a DK. Yeah, look at it. He's looking for more. The Batrider is at least. And there's Flea. Where did he come from?
paiN are just rolling through right now. All of the haters. There's Flea. Have a tree to a Baxter. EY gets halted, and they're going to get the mid-tier 1.
Like I said, get that middle tower, and they get 3 kills with it. And the biggest thing was, I'm pretty sure they saw that TB from the Tiny there, and DY still gets picked off by him. So, like I said, early game needs to be won by paiN, and they looked scary up till 10 minutes, and then they just took over these rotations.
They also got some great vision down, too, to kind of help spot everything out. With that momentum they've had, to be able to get some great intelligence here. But Ori on the run here, trying to go for a nice little freebie kill, but Moonlight Shadow comes out, and he's able to join the rest of his friends and avoid the trouble. Now DK is forced to use the rest of his Dragon form on possibly some farm. It's over now. But they smoke, and they say we got to make some action happening here. We got to blink Magnus RP, right? So
No global.
No global.
Got to get something.
This is Vici's best shot to make something happen. They're walking under the vision of the wards right now, not being seen because they have that smoke.
If Flea tanks this, actually, Ritsu is probably, he doesn't care like that. If Flea just dies to the smoke
They
gang,
have that ward though. Oh, dropped him. What did he just drop?
the rain drops.
Oh, okay.
Could have been worse.
I know. I'm like, I just see something go down, and all right, it is going to be Flea taking the gank. They get to hold on to some of those other ultimates, Vici side, but it's a full 4-man rotation to take out the.
Paparazzi actually spotted out there, but will make it out. That would be a pretty tough kill anyways. Your Batrider doesn't have blink, just boots of travel, and you're diving under a shrine. Probably a good idea not to.
That was okay for Vici, but still probably not enough. Really kind of pull the reins of this back. paiN are still content on kind of keeping this momentum going for themselves. 3K in the pocket of CC&C at the moment.
Is that a Bloodstone, I guess? It looks like that might be
Soul Booster on cue.
Wow, and also one thing I know, a lot of
Mid lane. Sorry, skewer.
Good.
Grab on the 40R. It looks like beautiful setup from Yang on that one.
That's big. That's 450 gold. That is a ton of gold for Paparazzi.
DY's going to go down next. It looks like he's trying to move up the hill to get some vision down, and he will possibly get punished for it. But as I say that, sweep in from the Phoenix. He drops the egg. The global comes out, but it's too late for CCNC, and he's going to lose his life. And it looks like it could be the same for Leposa here as they chase him on out, block him up. Sure enough, Vici are now beginning to strike on all accords here.
Yeah, but that's not just like a team fight loss. That's your global silence being committed after an egg, and have it just doesn't feel like Vici's like threatened by anything right now. They just ran straight at him, even with global. They just didn't care.
Jumping from Flea, looking to get the grab onto the troll. Follow up.
On the hill.
Oh, he falls off though. And with DY stepping in, he could bail him out if necessary. And it looks like the troll's going to be fine. Opportunity gone there for paiN, unfortunately. Gang, though, on the other side, eating a bit of damage. They think about chasing him, but this is just Vici at the moment, kiting him around a bit. Can they go for this commitment? Richard says, I will. Happily leaps in, but it's the end of that follow-up.
Man, you gotta just... that's what, right? Those little mistakes. If Batrider just leaves him up on that hill, he's dead. Like, he will melt down. He has a TP, but there's a Mirana there who can just arrow him if he's stuck up there, so those little mistakes add up.
Yeah. For the time being, it looks like Vici have kind of reclaimed the net worth advantage. Can't be good for paiN, a game where they need to kind of remain and stay ahead. Now we have a BKB lead for Ori on this DK.
Yep. Almost went on Paparazzi. Once they get those 2 BKBs, it's going to be pretty systematic. Hey, let's get 1 kill. Hey, let's get Roche. Let's get all the tier 2 towers. And it doesn't feel like paiN has much to stop that just flowchart play, I guess.
And would you say that Vici also have the more potent late game, like late game, or would you put that advantage to paiN?
It's one of those things. I think because the supports, like I'd rather have I mean, Bane's kind of weird, but he does have that BKB Pierce. But Phoenix is like one of the best late game supports in the game, and like you can always compare, oh, carry versus carry, but it really does come down to these like team fight supports. And once Global's down, that's not a hero.
Rotations coming in. Ori leading out the front with the smoke. Ooh, blink in dragon form. They're on the run. They have Moonlight Shadow. They're not using it yet to make it away. They feel confident that they can get to the side shop.
Oh no, they're going to get ulted on, I think.
This is only the 3. No other are rotating over to help them out. They managed to slip out maybe.
Dude, might be dead here. No Moonlight Shadow, like you said.
He pops it now, but it might be too late for him. Can he somehow find a way to hide within the trees? Yang? Shockwave? They get it done, doesn't matter. Ori, with that burn damage, is more than enough. And I think paiN were just too casual and kind of stepping out from that top lane.
Because it looked like they knew something was up, but like they were running middle, though they're going to go for one.
Jump, grab, pull back on Troll. This is a nice, pretty grab here for paiN. Take our Ritsu. We'll take your Paparazzi.
Be good. Because Troll is like, I mean, DK can turn into a beast if he continues farming, which Ori has done. Sometimes you see them get Blink, BKB. Hey, we're just going to go fight, but he has 2.2k gold, and he's fine just continuing to farm. Oh, spot deny, got it.
Yep.
Nice job, Ori.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's the problem. They have nothing to really kill this DK now. Like, they can lasso and kill like everyone else, but this DK, if he just pops his BKB, no one is touching him.
Lee, at that point, would feel pretty worthless with his big power combo, and it relies on classic right click instead. Good enough. Like Ritsu has a Maelstrom now on hand, queued up a BKB next. Defensive item pickup, but hold off a little bit on the damage.
Now it's Shadow Blade flying out for the DK. He does just want to go around, get kills. Make space for your troll. That's all you have to do now.
You can see it does look like a few, right?
Yeah, but he just wants, I guess he thinks they win late game. You go this Bloodstone because you just want to sustain and farm all over the map. You're just running over, hey, we're just going to farm everywhere. I'm not going to help you fight. I'm just going to be farming, and he's going to have it. Tons of mana regen, which is nice.
Ooh, nice pivot here from Vici. They push out mid lane, and they do a quick hard turn just as Leposa steps in to drop the ward.
The sentry.
It's ping. They frantically pull out. Like this time, Vici gets so lucky to get the grab on paiN. Pull all the way back to their own high ground.
They're still going. Look at the VG doesn't care.
paiN got to get together if they want to try to counter fight from the high ground. And it looks like they might go for it. They jump in, lasso grab. There it is. Air to fly out. Right clicks, but nice curse. Silence is out, but at this point the BKBs have been popped and they're trying to fight on forward. The grip is there. There's the global to cancel the grip out, but simply for their own safety retreat. The 1-for-1 trade at the end of the day.
Yeah, very strong. They're going back
too
in.
soon. Jumping Dragon Tail and a burn on Leposa. Barbecue.
That was odd positioning for him. It felt like he could have just ran down the lane, back to it with his team, get back to the tower. Instead, feeds away a kill there, especially to Ori. And they're going straight into Roach. They know no global. I'm really surprised they used global to save a Tiny there. It feels like, you know, just let Tiny die. You'll have the global and middle. Oh, CC and C. This might just be the game here. Like, I hate to say it, but he just lost all his Bloodstone charges.
Yeah.
They're getting Roche. And here's the flow chart I was talking about. Dakota, Roche, tier 2s. What looked like a decent game from paiN is all of a sudden going to take a sharp turn away.
Yeah, it is, because recovery for this team has got to be that much harder. This was a lineup to win the lanes and then snowball from there and not kind of give up that momentum whatsoever. And already 24 minutes in, it feels like Vici kind of have a firm grasp on the game, 5K net worth or so advantage and on the rise, and a really good scaling lineup on top of it. Just means that paiN might be more reliant on just playing super perfect and waiting for those windows that Vici could give to him, those slight little missteps and mistakes.
And we talked about like the carries late game. Usually Troll, if you're like, oh, Troll versus TB, Troll versus like PL, like Troll kind of falls off a little before then, but I mean Troll versus Mirana,
But
Troll might be the best late game.
Troll versus Silencer.
Yeah, hey, Silencer.
Looks to chop on in, the quick heals does come out, but they say, oh, CC's there. Let's kill him and get those Bloodstone charges even lower. He is going to be able to get the deny off, but they try to go for the lasso follow-up onto the Troll. He pops the BKB. They can't get him to the high ground. Valiant TP out from Labosa, only barely able to make it away, but he just witnessed a murder.
I honestly, I'm not really sure why they're there. Like, you're a Lina with really no escape method. You have your Bloodstone Lina, and you're on the other side of the map. It feels rough, and it's that good observer ward right there. Bottom lane by that secret shop. Uh-oh. Or he finds him, and he's... Oh, my God. The neutral creep helps out.
I got your back,
says.
DK.
Yep, I got you. You weren't the one killing me earlier in the game. I'll help you. And oh no, Laposa, and he just got the level 3 dragon form, so the slow's there.
Oh!
He's going all the way, baby.
Oh! No!
Yeah, all right.
Throw him into the base.
That is a DK form.
Overdive?
Yeah, what is that?
Come on, paiN.
The problem is they have, like, only Batrider could do something there, and guess what? He's the only one dead right now. Like, if he was there for a lasso, you're getting DK or Magnus, but he's dead.
But maybe exactly why Vici were even confident to kind of make the dive initially. Another great grab by them. It's Ori on a monster kill streak on his monstrous DK this game. He's got the Mjolnir on Q, already the Hyperstone on hand, Shadowblade ready. 8K advantage.
Ritsu's trying to farm, but as we've seen, Mirana's trying to farm to get back into the game. I believe Fog said it best. If you're playing Mirana from behind, you're probably not playing Mirana how you want to.
Trying to make the best of the situation. He split pushes that top lane with 4DR by his side, trying to scout out any incoming pending doom or maybe opportunities to strike. A lasso grab onto the Bane. That should be a quick hit and run if they'd like. Yeah.
And they get the tier 2 tower there.
Okay.
So some goals. I mean, not the biggest pickup, but you get the tower. Maybe you can get a nice deep reward. Maybe even in the base. I'm not seeing many base wards early. It's 27 minutes in. You know, you sneak up there with a smoke, put one in. You see these rotations where heroes are going. But I think that's how paiN comes back. Good warding, avoid ganks, and try to just get one-on-one pickoffs. But well, obviously, I make it sound easy. It's
sure.
Especially, it's not easy to get wards down. Like, you have to commit a smoke, the Mirana, or you're just going to die. We've seen even DY. He's on the winning team, and he just goes to ward somewhere. He just dies immediately.
Yeah, one of those sacrificial ward situations you got to do as a support sometimes. In your pub games, they just look at you, you just straight up fed. But it's like, I'm valiantly I'm putting my life on the line here to get us the intel we need. But
I do like the next item Flea's going for, Gem, actually, and that's it, right? You need that vision. You get that, you just sweep over the whole map, kill some wards, could be good.
Could be. The problem is I think they already also have a gem coming up for Bane too. So whoever's going to get it first could maintain control of the map. That would be super scary for paiN if it was Vici to kind of be able to get the vision advantage first and just take any available farm options away from paiN.
Oh no, and Ori gets he gets the arcane rune on his DK while they're smoked up, and this could be a real big problem for paiN. Even though they're like grouped as 5, well now they're not, they're split up. Oh, Laposa, run!
It looks like they'll be fine. Laposa's way out and away,
okay,
but
he's good.
Vici just predators in the night right now though. Slip their way through that bottom lane and then quick cut themselves all the way back in towards the top. Try to finish off what looks like the final outer tower for paiN. More money in the pocket for Vici to come.
Yep, and it also makes, like, you have that shrine still up top for Radiant, but it makes it so much, it doesn't really do anything for you. You lose that tier 2, you can't really do anything around that shrine.
Nope. I mean, we see a Moonlight Shadow rollout here from paiN towards the mid lane. Possibly looking to anticipate an early rotation from Vici here, but they not really descending from the high ground quite yet.
I know they at least want the Ritsu BKB before you take that next fight. And you can. I mean, like I said, a good, like a bad mag committal with a good global silence will guarantee at least one kill, if not like a team fight win. There is always that one option they have. Uh-oh.
Shiva's on Phoenix too. That's going to be a big item pickup.
Yep. Bat Rider almost got picked up. Doesn't though. Important. Yeah, that's Shiva. I mean, they have the better team fight for sure on Vici. I mean, you have the global, but if you get Egg RP off, it doesn't matter what type of global you have.
Oh boy. paiN to push out the bottom lane. They got to get this done and get out quick because trouble is coming. Paparazzi's leading out the charge here towards the side, but actually the rest of Vici decided to double back and push for the mid lane instead. Kind of making sure none of the lanes push on forward.
Yang and Paparazzi, yeah, they're just together. Like, they could definitely, if they see someone, but they won't. I don't know, just Vici's kind of just strangling them out, like suffocating them. There's really nowhere to farm for this Radiant side.
They're just trying to head out into the night to get breadcrumbs without getting caught from the boogeyman at this point. CNC just barely pushes out the top lane, then has to frantically TP back. Ritsu's TPing into that top lane, but has to be careful here. Trouble is right around the corner.
Yeah, Ritsu, I mean, he looks like he is going to farm and get away. Oh my goodness, like the fact he just walked up that hill is even pretty aggressive from him, but he doesn't. No, he's not going BKB. He went for the Mjolnir. He's like, you know what? I'm just not going to get hit by stuns, and I'm going to output a ton of damage. Like, I mean, if he doesn't get hit by stuns, he will, but it's a pretty cocky play, I would say, honestly. Aggressive, maybe?
High risk, high reward, I suppose. Yeah. If he is able to pull off a significant fight, could just easily push him into a BKB thereafter. But we have Vici on the prowl yet again with a smoke, and they could be possibly approaching paiN from behind. Again, paiN are also smoked themselves.
It's all on Laposa's like positioning here. Good global really is their only savior, and he's kind of, oh no, he might be, he runs to the right actually. This is good for paiN right now.
Okay, Paparazzi running in. They pop the smoke, they know he's within the trees. They quickly go for the Moonlight Shadow to be able to make it back and away, but they're just all on the run. There's the grab lasso, turn around. They're going to see if they can burst down the troll first, and they can. They're going to take him out immediately, but how much is it going to cost? They already lose Laposa, then they're going to be losing their Bat Rider. Frantically looking to fight and grab anyone within the trees. paiN, Ritsu with no TP available for at least another second.
They have the
Finally it comes off, but they got that vision. They ping it out now. They know they have the vision, but
if you didn't see it, at that fight, the Phoenix just egged, hit a Fire Spirit on the silencer, and they just got the grip. DY, I mean, a five gripping another 5 is completely okay when global will win you. So great awareness there by the Bane, just locking down. They still have global up so they can fight, but a very nice job by Bane.
Yeah, but the Vici they're going to fight into for that next fight is now much stronger than they were in that fight, just accumulating much more net worth.
Yep, and there you see right there, watch this Bane just instantly grips onto before he can. If he has global right there, they had already BKB'd, so like BK wouldn't be able to do anything, but unfortunately for paiN, DY pretty quick on those fingers.
Silencer really needs to kind of hang back from his team or just find that safe spot, but hard to feel safe on this map as it is right now.
And they have like they have 2 wards on the map by sentries, so they know they have a little bit of vision, surprisingly, for paiN, but they're just slowly, we saw 8K to 10K, now it's 12K lead.
Now, Grant, we've been watching a lot of like LGD matches, for example, and now we're kind of witnessing Vici in almost a similar profile kind of a game, but do you think Vici are on that same level as LGD? Like, how would you compare them right now?
Well, they're going in. Oh, no, that's the global again, but he gets away.
Okay, Laguna, first, global. He pops a BKB on Ori, and now he's going to be able to head out the other direction. He lives on. Meanwhile, they try to divert their focus instead onto the troll, but there's not enough firepower for either of them to get the finish. So now ultimates have been committed, and they're just going to heal up and earn each other, and Vici are like, as if nothing had happened.
And I think the biggest problem here is we didn't. I kind of said, like, Ritsu has a big damage item in this Mjolnir, but if you're BKB, Lightning's not doing damage. You're actually not taking any damage from that. That's the problem. So, like, he might have been able to kill Paparazzi there, but he's doing no damage, which is mostly magical, honestly.
Jump in, looking to go for the snipe. Force does come out from Flea to try to bail out Ritsu, and he is going to be able to leap back inside. But Ori's here on the Dragon form, so he's happy to be knocking onto that tier 3 as much as possible. Fortification is going to be forced out from paiNX. CCNC is trying to split pressure that top lane as much as possible, but there is trouble back home.
Radiant's middle tower.
He goes down. Going back to what you said, I think Vici, what we saw in the group stages, we didn't see the greatest from him. And I'd say LGD's a little bit of bum, but we also saw VP kind of looked rough in the group stages, and then they just straight up come to the playoffs 2-0 in like 40 minutes. So maybe Vici's not a group stage team and ready to show up.
Looking good here. Pull back and away, and we still have 30 seconds before the Roche is up, so I wager that Vici are just going to be kind of scouting the perimeter, possibly looking to take it for themselves, just close things out even easier. But what do you think for paiNX's side? Now do you just kind of make the most of the map while the Roche is being done, or is it on them to even try to contest that Roche?
I think you don't have global, you have it in 20, but they have Phoenix Egg Mag in the Roche pit. You kind of, maybe you just send someone in, like the Bat Rider, to steal the Aegis or something to slow him down, but I really don't think you can take a fight. They do have a Chrysalis on Lina. I like CCNC's build. I like it way more than Ritsu's. I feel like the Mjolnir is just, doesn't really do that much. Meanwhile, Lina is going to put in a ton of DPS.
Yep. All right,
we go.
We have the 5-man smoke. They draw on the map, a good up and around kind of a play here to possibly catch Vici from behind, who are scouting that Roche pit, and then begin to go in for it. Can they see this approach? I like it from paiN. They got to really make the most of it, but look who's scouting from the outside. It's going to be the DK. They look to snipe him right away. Good global follow-up is going to be there, but immediate jump in. Immediate Yules from CCNC. Nice job to catch Yang on that one, but have they done enough? They get the DK down. He quickly buys back, and then they put their focus onto the Ritsu. The Dragon Knight's already back, folks, and he is right into the action. The follow-up RP is also there, and that will eliminate both power hitters from paiNX's side. I mean, a valiant attempt, a good approach from paiNX, but there's just so much power on the side of Vici Gaming already, and so many resources that it's just David versus Goliath, it already feels.
Yeah, it is. Like, that fight, if it wasn't a 12k lead, like, paiNX would absolutely just dumpster that fight, but because it's a 12k lead, the DK, you know, I mean, he's not fine being sacrificed, but he takes the death, buys back, they get Roche, and they just win it. That's what being ahead does. You can make a few more mistakes.
Yep.
On a DD, are you serious? The Troll's like, oh, all right, let's go take the base. Sweet. I mean, they already are. Like, the Troll, they've already taken the racks. It just doesn't matter.
Oh my god, yeah, DK already with the Empower on top of it is just battering Ram down the mid lane. CCNC does manage to return, steps in Laguna.
Blink by paiN, nice.
The Banes at this tournament have been pulling out such clutch sleep saves here, but this might be the beginning of the end for paiNX as they frantically burn away and leap themselves back home. It looks like it's just not going to be enough, but yeah, Vici Gaming are here, and they are claiming this territory as their own.
Yep, there's paiN, the nice sleep dodge on Laguna. That might have very well at least been the Aegis on Paparazzi, but instead nothing.
Nope. All right,
Phoenix.
Lasso grab onto Phoenix as they still lose their racks, though. Phoenix obviously is totally fine, already committing out her egg. Now they step away. Oh, Flea blinks in, doesn't quite get the catch. Didn't have toss up. He gets skewered. They both get skewered and right into the arms of the Troll. And he's just going to give him a swift haircut. Looking to chop him on down.
Hide.
Ritsu's like,
he has the gem now.
I have nothing but an invis.
They have the gem. He has
Don't
no
do
lead.
this.
Please.
Oh my god, they shove her in a corner and just beat her unmercifully. I hate to see it happen, but this one is done. It's going to be Vici Gaming claiming it pretty emphatically. I mean, we knew that the pressure was going to be on paiNX with this kind of a lineup to